When Paddington...
You do what I do. Rock your body side to side. Rock, rock, rock. Come on, rock your bodies. Rock your bodies. Rock, 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 rock. Now, swing your elbows way up high. Swing, swing, swing. Swing your elbows. Swing your elbows. Swing, 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 swing. Now, clap your hands. Left, clap, 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 clap. Jump real high. Jump, 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 jump. Yo ho, ho, ho. We're doing the pirate dance. Yo ho, ho, ho. We're doing the pirate dance.
arrived at number 32 Windsor Gardens, the first person he met was the Browns' housekeeper, Mrs. Bird. Good afternoon, he said. I'm...
Bounce, bounce, I'm a rubber ball. Bounce, bounce, I'm 10 feet tall. Big as a bun, tall as a tree. I can touch the sky 'cause I feel so free. Come on! Bounce, bounce, like popcorn popping. Bounce, bounce, just keep on hopping. Into the air we go. Down to the ground we go. Bounce, bounce, I'm a rubber ball. Bounce, bounce, I'm 10 feet tall. Bounce, bounce.
from darkest Peru, and I've come to stay. Peru, exclaimed Mrs. Bird. Good gracious, what a...
On the potting shed, on the stable, or on the twisty tree? On the twisty tree! That's right! Come on.
Next. Don't worry, called Judy. He's going to have a bath. Hold on, Paddington, I'm just coming. Did you say you're from Peru? Called Mrs. Bird. Darkest Peru, said Paddington. In that case, I'd best be getting some more marmalade in. Fancy knowing I like marmalade, exclaimed Paddington. Mrs.
Were the stars shining, the sun, or the moon? The sun! Well done!
Mrs. Bird knows everything about everything, said Judy. She sounds just like Aunt Lucy, said Paddington. The next...
From Willow, from Bar, or from Little Bird? From Little Bird, yes!
The next person Paddington met was Judy's brother Jonathan. And while Jonathan put some bubble mixture into the bath, Paddington listened carefully to his instructions. There's some soap, said Judy, and a towel, and a brush so that you can scrub your back. Paddington felt he would sooner just sit in a puddle, but he...
Come on.
Everything has a different shape and a size. Just look at our ears and the shape of our eyes. Take a closer look and you will see all the different shapes there can be. With 4 equal sides, we call it a square. Just like that piece of bark we put in there. A flower has a shape and petals too. There's the shape to me and a shape to you. There's the shape of a leaf and the shape of a feather. Talk about shapes, we could go on forever. Shapes, 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 take a look and see all the different shapes that there can be.
didn't like to say so. It sounds very complicated, he announced. Well, said Judy, don't forget to wash your ears. They look very black. Black, said Paddington hotly. Black?
On Mimi's tree stump, on Horace's lily pad, or on my water bowl. You're right, on Mimi's tree stump.
They're meant to be black. At least, I think they are. For a moment...
Come on! Let's all do the pirate dance again!
Rock your body side to side, rock, rock, rock. Swing your elbows way up high, swing, swing, swing. Clap your hands, clap, clap. Jump real high, jump, jump. Yo ho, 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 we're doing the pirate dance. Yo ho, 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 we're doing the pirate dance.
or two, he toyed with the idea of whitening his ears with a toothpaste. But he soon gave that up. They were...
M.
M.
Lollipop lady.
Right next.
C.
C.
Quantum leap.
Right next.
H. Side salad.
Right next.
R. Airhead.
Right next.
W. In a rut. Stuck in a rut.
Right!
other, much more interesting things to do.
A little bird, a cockerel, or an owl? An owl, of course! A flower, a lily pad, or an apple? A lily pad, of course!
What was that? Exclaimed Mr. Brown. Perhaps it was Mrs. Bird, said Judy. Bang went our tea by the sound of it. Unaware of the alarm he was causing, Paddington busied himself making a foam map of South America. Some of the
In the potting shed, in the barn, or outside at Buttercup Meadow? Outside at Buttercup Meadow, you're right!
mountains were very high indeed, and he was about to mark in darkest Peru when he suddenly remembered the bath. What is going on? Exclaimed Mr. Brown. Don't tell me Mrs. Bird's fallen in the washing-up water now. That's funny, said Jonathan. Talking of water. Gosh, cried Judy. Look. Paddington, he's in trouble. To say that Paddington was in trouble was to put it mildly. He tried calling out, help, fairly quietly, so as not to disturb anyone, and then much louder.
Little bird so beautiful, she sings the sweetest song. She gave me a feather all yellow and blue, but now it's gone. Where can it be? Is it hiding in the meadow or in the whispering woods? I know that we can find it, together we could. Oh, where can my little feather be?
Help! Help! Paddington, said Judy, you've still got your duffel coat on. I didn't want to get too wet, gasped Paddington. Only I think I have done after all. Help! Why ever?
M.
M.
Taxi rank.
Right next.
H.
Hitch.
Circuit small. Short circuit.
Right next.
C.
C.
Elbow grease.
Right next.
R.
R.
Behind behind the times.
Right next.
W. One in the eye.
Right.
Hooray!
Didn't you pull the plug out? Exclaimed Jonathan. Pull the plug out? Repeated Paddington. Nobody said anything about that. I shall never, ever have a bath again, he said firmly. It's much too complicated. But before he went to bed that night, Paddington did have one more go. It's what's known as a dry bath, he announced. It's safer than using water, and it's much less messy.